Y'all know what it is. Jay Williams, Let's Live Life, and we're back. Mama, don't cry. Let's relive it. So it's 1990. We're poor. When I mean poor, anybody that's ever been poor knows what poor means. We are poor. Mom works several jobs, sometimes 3 jobs. I remember her coming in from one job, laying on the couch for 30, 45 minutes trying to catch a power nap, and me having to shake her and shake her and shake her to get her up because she's so exhausted. She's been doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks, and she gets up and boom, she's right back out the door. Now, one thing you learn growing up poor is that money is important. Family is everything, but when it comes to the basic needs, the things you gotta have, if you don't have money, you don't have any of that. So at a young age, man, I was good at finding ways to acquire money, whether it be selling pencils and candy in school. I had a hustle where I pushed a lawnmower around the neighborhood and into other neighborhoods with a gas can strapped to the side of it. And anytime I had, I'm cutting grass. I'm trying to make some money. Well, this whole year that I'm 10 years old is just a bad year. Pops ain't working like that. Whatever he's doing with his money, he's messing up. Because we ain't got nothing. Every time a bill would come in, I'd see my mom open it and she'd sit down at the kitchen table and just kind of put her head down in her hands like, what am I going to do? We're not making enough money to pay what we have to pay to stay alive and to eat and keep the lights and the water on. So I push this lawnmower, man, all throughout the summer. Hey, can I cut your grass? $10. Hey, can I cut your grass? How much you want? How much you gonna pay me? $15, $20. So I saved this money, man. I just save. And I save. I understood that a lot of people are broke because I would see it. They would get money and they'd spend it on stupid shit. Just as fast as they got it, the money would be gone. So I knew early on that if you wanted to have anything nice or you wanted to be able to do things, you had to have money. So I would just save. Well, right before the summer hit and I started my, pushing the lawnmower gig, trash truck used to come around twice a week. And that old dude that stood on the back and the old man that drove it. And I used to always ask them, let me help y'all. And they're like, man, we can't afford to pay you. Please let me help. Y'all ain't got to pay me much. Let me help. So I get the little trash job, little gig. I ride around on the back of the truck. Mind you now, I'm just 10. I'm just a little kid. To me, this is the greatest thing ever, I like to work. I like to have money. So here I am. Hop off the truck, run over to the trash cans. And this is before it had the arm that picks them up. You had to take that bitch over there and dump it. I'd be struggling. Middle of summertime, dumping out these nasty-ass trash cans, grabbing these bags with flies and bugs and stuff falling out of them, throwing them into a trash can. And then at the end of the day, man, depending on, how bad the day was, they would throw me some cash. Might be $40, might be $20, might be $10. But then I just save it. And then I keep cutting this grass. These bills keep coming in. The years rolling along, we're further and further in debt. It was a blessing to be able to go to like the Salvation Army or a thrift store or something and catch a pair of Jordans somebody else had donated. This is back when like the ones were out, man, or a pair of, Nikes, the Forces. And it just could be 2 sizes bigger than my foot. Just because they was Nike, I'd be excited to get them for $3, $4 because we didn't have Nike money, A lot of our shopping was done at the thrift stores. So we get to the holiday seasons, man. Thanksgiving is provided by the church. The church always helped out. The school helped out. But I remember these people showing up with these boxes of food and bringing us our Thanksgiving, bringing us our turkey. And, like I said, mom's money all goes towards the bills. There's no extra money to play with. We get into Christmas time and we've got this tree, this shabby little tree. I mean, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but that's what it was. It was just a little shabby tree. Homemade ornaments, me and my brothers and sisters had made in school. We had some real ornaments, but a lot of them were paper ornaments, popsicle stick ornaments, glitter, glue and crayons. And man, we love that little tree. We're so excited to put it together. But we don't have no presents under it. And we're approaching Christmas time. And I can never forget this, man, because it was such a powerful and just life-changing moment for me. I remember my dad was going somewhere and my mom was sitting in the living room, and we had the old floor model wood grain TV with the click knobs on it and the rabbit ears, and I could hear the TV low, like really, really low, and I'm in the back bedroom, and I could hear my mom, and she's sitting on the couch and she's crying. And she's trying not to let us hear, but every time she sobs, I can hear it because, we had a kerosene heater, so you had to leave the bedroom doors open so the heat could travel through, everywhere, and all the rooms could get warm. I could just hear my mom in there crying. We're maybe 3 days away from Christmas. What Mom don't know is all year long, I've been saving this money. I don't spend my money. The most I might do is drop a couple dollars in the arcade machine, play the Terminator or the Ninja Turtles or something, arcade machine up at the laundromat. But for the most part, I've just been saving this money, man. And I know to the exact dollar how many dollars I got saved up. I keep them in a box outside, hid underneath the house. That way my dad don't find it, because if he does, he's going to take it. And I can just hear my mom crying. I'm peeking around the wall at her, and I see her. She just got her head and her hand held to her head. And she's upset. And I go back in the living room. I try not to startle her. I walk in there and I sit down beside her. And I put my arm around her. I said, "Mama, what's wrong?" And she said, "Nothing, babe. This is grown folk stuff. Go back to bed." So I didn't go to bed. That's my mom. I'm my mama's boy. I sat there and said, "Mama, what's wrong? Why are you crying?" And she said, "I'm going to go ahead and let you know that I'm not going to be able to do nothing for Christmas." She said, I filled out the paperwork for the church and through the school to help y'all with jackets and stuff and to help with presents. The school's going to take care of y'all's jackets, but it doesn't seem, I don't think the church is going to be able to help us. I'm not sure we got on the list fast enough. And I realized right then and there my mom was upset because she feels like a failure. She feels like she's let her kids down. That's, as parents, that's our biggest fear, is to fail those around us, our kids. She doesn't know I have this money. And I tell her, "Mom, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay." She just, "Baby, go back to bed. I love you." She goes back to, trying to regain her composure, but she's still crying. Nah, I go down the hallway. I open the back door. I hop out, and I go get this money. And I come back in, and I, sit down beside my mom, and I've got it underneath my shirt. And I said, "What would you do if we had money?" She was like, "I'd take care of your Christmas. Your brothers and sisters." She's like, you're a big boy, you understand, but they're not going to understand on Christmas morning when they don't get no gifts." And I pulled this money out. And I said, "Here, Mama, take this. Make sure you get them all the things they want." And you should have seen the look on her face, man. She was just like floored, blown away. Here I am, this little kid, just this little guy, 10 years old, all year long. I've been grinding, man. Busting my ass, pushing that lawnmower. Busting my ass on the back of that stinky ass dump truck, picking up these bags of trash and lifting these heavy ass cans that weigh way more than I do. And I'm just taking this money and I'm just putting it in a knot. And I've got like $800 and some saved up that I didn't save the whole year. And when I give it to my mom, she goes, "Oh my God, where did you get this from?" And I tell her, "I've been saving my money." I don't know why I was saving it, but I think now that looking back on it, that's, God had a bigger plan. He had a bigger plan for me, my heart, and what I was going to do. She just hugged me. Gave me this big, big hug and told her, "You're special. I love you." That's what she told me. She said, "You're special. I love you." I don't even know what to say. So, I think it's the next day, that evening comes around. My dad had this friend named Adam, and he had a wife at the time. Her wife comes over. She watches my brother and sisters, and my mom's going out the door. "So where you going?" She said, "I'm going Christmas shopping. You want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to go. I want to go. I want to go." So I rode with my mom, and we're in this old station wagon, and we hit the Kmart up, and we're going down these aisles, and it felt so good. She's putting all these things in the basket for my brothers and my sisters, and she's asking me, "What do you want? What do you want?" I said, I don't want nothing. I got everything I need. I'm good. You know, I don't want you to cry. I want them to be happy. Like, I'm okay. You know, I can take care of me. I'm good, Mom. So we filled up the basket, and just like that, we had, Christmas had been made. We go home later that night. My brothers and sisters go to sleep. Me and my mom sit down in the living room, wrap the presents. My presents look terrible. You know what I mean? I'm just a little kid. We wrap all these presents up, and we fill them up underneath the tree. My dad comes in later, doesn't say shit, don't ask nothing, because he just expects that, he ain't never had nothing in life, so he don't really give a shit. He sees the presents, figures, Mom made it happen, so whatever. And I'm just sitting there with my mom, and I remember feeling so good about myself, so good about the situation, and just beyond excited. Christmas morning, my brothers and sisters, they open these presents and they go ham. You know what I mean? They got Transformers, G.I. Joes, Barbies, new clothes, shoes, all the stuff that every kid deserves to have on Christmas. I didn't get much. I didn't want much. I got the joy of seeing the people I care about the most happy, and the joy of seeing my mom not stressed. So we fast forward. That was monumental for me. That was, it's hard telling this story. I'm trying to get choked up telling it. But that was monumental for me and my mindset. We fast forward to today. And since I've been a free man, I've done everything in my power I can to make sure we don't struggle. I make sure that my kids never have to deal with that. I make sure that instead of blowing every dollar I get, that we have the money we need to survive and get through whatever it is that may come our way. Christmas is tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. I wanted to give y'all just some insight to something that happened in my life. Maybe it's something you can show your children, show a friend, share it. But like I said, my kids, they have everything they need now. And that's because I was taught that nothing comes without hard work. You take care of those around you, and God will take care of you. That's what it is, man. We're going to open these presents tomorrow. I'm going to watch my kids smile, watch everybody in my family smile, and that makes me smile. I don't need anything. Just like at 10 years old, my joy came from knowing that the people I care about in my circle were taken care of. At 40 years old, my joy comes from knowing the people I care about, the people in my circle are taken care of. That's how everybody should think, man. Merry Christmas to everybody. Whatever your religion is, happy holidays. I love all y'all. Y'all embrace each other. And if you wake up with nothing tomorrow, just remember you woke up and you have each other, man. You already know what this is. Jay Williams, let's live life. And to all my real ones, and there are some real ones watching because y'all still watching me. Happy holidays, y'all. Salute.